Oduduwa Republic, Akintoye's group does not represent Yoruba race. Tinubu, welcome to the news and please subscribe to our channel. To get notified when we post hot juicy news updates, please click on the notification bell. Presidential candidate of the All Progressives Congress, APC, Bola Ahmed Tinubu, has knocked the leader of the Yoruba separatist group, Ilana Omodua, Prof. Banji Akintoye, for again threatening to pull the Yoruba nation out of Nigeria. Director of Media and Publicity of the Tinubu Shetima Presidential Campaign Council, Mr. Bayo Onanuga, in a statement on Thursday night, said Akintoye's position is unfortunate, misdirected, misplaced, and divisive. According to Tinubu, since there has been no referendum in Yoruba land about whether to stay in Nigeria or not, and no such referendum has been held in any part of Nigeria, it is then appropriate to assume that this separatist idea is basically Akintoye and his group's sole idea. The All Progressive Congress standard bearer also berated Prof. Akintoye for saying he was seeking to be the president of Nigeria for his personal interest alone, describing the statement as malicious and unwarranted. We join other bona fide and critical stakeholders in Yoruba land to advise Professor Akintoye not to plunge our people into a needless and precipitate crisis or create another Rwanda. We find it quite preposterous, the professor's sweeping outlandish accusation that Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu is only pursuing his presidential interest and running for the presidency of Nigeria. Such a statement is malicious and unwarranted. It is pertinent to state that Asiwaju Tinubu is contesting for Nigeria's presidency because of his readiness to render unflinching service to Nigerians and because of his abiding faith in a strong, united, and prosperous Nigeria where every man and woman, regardless of their ethnicity and religious beliefs, can be proud and prosperous, he stated. Onanuga noted that most of the issues around the structure of Nigeria's federalism raised in Prof. Akintoye's poorly thought out statement have been sufficiently addressed in Asiwaju's action plan that has promised to address some of the problems plaguing our federalism and the will to make the state more viable as federating units by devolving more power to them. We quote from Asiwaju's Tinubu Action Plan for Professor Akintoye and his group Enlightenment. Since our nation's inception, too much power and resources have become lodged at the federal level. This has come at the expense of state and local government. This is problematic because state governments are closer to the people and must be more responsive to local needs and aspirations. A Tinubu administration will rebalance the responsibilities and authorities of the different tiers of government. We will collaborate with the National Assembly and state government to amend our national governance architecture such that states are afforded the autonomy and resources needed to better serve. From the foregoing, it is explicable that Professor Akintoye, who once served as a senator of the Federal Republic under the Unity Party of Nigeria (UPN) from 1979 to 1983, will in the twilight of his life on earth at 87 years old, want to leave a legacy of hatred, bitterness, intolerance, and acrimony in our country when he should be a voice of reason, wisdom, and stability. Yoruba aphorisms state that the head of a newly born baby cannot be lopsided at the presence of market elders. These immortal words of our forebears appear to be lost on Professor Akintoye, who should be a centripetal force rather than a centrifugal figure or a totem of anarchy. Professor Akintoye claimed that Asiwaju Tinubu is using his old video to campaign. This is most untrue. Asiwaju Tinubu and his campaign organization have neither used such video nor need to use it in any form. Asiwaju Tinubu's towering figure, intimidating credentials, unparalleled track record of achievement, his remarkable political sagacity, demonstrable managerial capacity, and nationally acclaimed transformative vision, knowledge, and courage all eloquently bear testimony to his qualification for the presidency of Nigeria. It is worth reiterating that Asiwaju Tinubu is contesting to be president of Nigeria because he is a nationalist, a bridge builder, and a man with a well-thought-out action plan to make Nigeria work for all. Tinubu is not a hopeless tribalist and definitely not delusional ethnic irredentist. Tinubu believes in Nigeria and its manifest great destiny, and he is prepared to provide the required leadership to make our country one of the best nations on earth, the statement added. So asking for just like the IPOB people, the indigenous people of Biafra, are coming out to say, oh, give us referendum. So the Yoruba nation, the Yoruba nation, asking for referendum is a problem. Okay, let's see how this goes. This thing not be say they sweet me, but it is now. I now come out to see that this thing is a national thing. It's a national thing, as in, if the middle belt towns, that's the North Central people, if the what's it called, the Southwesterners, and the Southeasterners come out today and tell you that this is what will be happening now. There'll be war against each other. People will not want to make them secede, and people will want to make them secede. And the thing is, the problem of these people are so much. I keep saying it, that the root cause of the problem, where they make most especially the southeastern region, the southwestern region, to come out and start talking about secession, it is lack of equity, fairness, and justice. Give equity, fairness, and justice. Give the 3 C's to anybody coming into presidency. The person coming into the presidency, who is going to replace President Muhammadu Buhari, should, number 1, be capable, be credible, and be competent. Number 2, the person should be of equity, fairness, and justice should be the person watch what? The person should be of the rule of law, should be the person should be working and operating from the rule of law and believe in the separation of powers. That is another angle. And then what else? I think that is it. If you have somebody that is using these things now as his watchword, he's using it as his check and balances, I tell you, this country will do better. But the problem, set a day for referendum, no. Okay, discuss about restructuring the country. Some people are kicking against it. Why? You cannot, this what's it called? You get as this thing they sound, though. Is it an adage? Yes. You cannot be poor and also obstruct somebody's means of getting blessings. If you do that, you're a witch or you're a wizard. That is what is going on. So my own 2 cents is coming out to say all this, speak all this plenty grammar. These people know they don't tell you say may no run for presidency. They just tell you say they want to secede, just like the Southeasterners. And I'm now saying that this is no longer a thing of the Southeastern they like trouble. You understand? They are not united. This what's it called? This issue of getting the Yoruba nation pulling out, it will also cause problems. The same way it is causing problems in the Southeastern region. Just those ones, they are taking their own very, very seriously. If a lot of people, if the population is 70-30, people want Yoruba nation. If they grow to 70, problem go deal. Then we need to fight the powers that be. By your Nanuga, you are being irrational. Is it because of places of porridge and vomiting all those lies, talking nonsense about an elderly person, as if you're not well brought up? Look, your Tinubu will not date there, market, but where are those lies? Tinubu will do this. Were you not in this country when Fulani were killing people everywhere? Just because of Tinubu ambition, we should continue staying in slavery. Tinubu ate your father's destiny. Ate yours now. Now he wants to eat your children's future. Still, we are being irrational. Well, just wait.